Hey guys, Merry Christmas and should I say a Happy New Year in advance. So I have something I want to share and I think this is going to be really important for a lot of people, so stay with me. While growing up, I grew up in a very religious home, in a Christian home. We were quite spiritual. We went to church a lot and we had a lot of church activities that we had. And one of such activities were retreats. And we had these retreats twice a year. And when I was young, I didn't quite fully understand the essence of retreat. Like, I didn't quite maximize or take advantage of these retreats. While, of course, I enjoyed, meeting people and the food, it felt like, an extended get together where you see, old church members and old friends and all of that. But I didn't quite get the essence. Over the past couple of years, I've been thinking about these activities that we've had, and more importantly now in my life, I realize the essence of these retreats. While I didn't quite make use of it then, I see the importance now. So back then, those retreats were spiritual. They were teachings, they were study time, and they were activities geared towards spiritual recharge, something of sorts. And I would say if you are planning on going into the new year, or if you are trying to start a new phase of your life, I think retreats are really important. Retreats that are like 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. It's important to recharge, reflect, think back retrospectively, and plan ahead. And of course, set checkpoints to make sure that these plans, work out. And this is different from resting or New Year resolution. So I don't want us to. Of course, it's good to rest. Like we are in the holiday season, and people are resting, connecting with family, going out, having family events, going to parties. It's a good way to disconnect from work, to relax, to see something else for a couple of days that is different from work or your career, everything. But then these retreats are supposed to help you think ahead, think further, and plan ahead. I've spoken to a couple of people about how 2020 has been, and a lot of people say that, it's been tough. It's been a roller coaster. In my life alone, a lot of things happened in my life. There were highs and lows. I was on a roll on some areas, and a couple of things happened. And I believe this is not an experience peculiar to myself alone. A lot of people feel the same way. So it is important that ahead of the new year, we have retreats. I think it's important to have retreats. If you're a spiritual person, try and incorporate your spirituality to it, reconnecting to your faith, and all of that. But retreats are supposed to be even more than that. For me, I have an outline I follow for my retreats. I think I have it somewhere here. Yes, so personally, my retreat outline includes, reviewing my spiritual growth throughout the year, my character, how I've been, how I've acted to people. I review my mental development. I review how I've taken care of my health and my body, because your body carries, if you don't have good health, it would tell on every other area of your life. I review for those that are quite spiritually inclined, I review my career and my purpose, something like that. And then my finances, my relationships, people I met during the year, people I want to thank for their help in my life, people I want to continue being friends with, develop a closer relationship with them in the next year. And with this, I plan ahead, what I want to improve, how I want to improve in these areas that I mentioned. Which books do I want to read? Who do I need to talk to? Do I need to enroll for a course? Is there something I need to do to better prepare myself to take advantage of the new year? And like I said, this is not the regular New Year resolution that we all do. This is more about planning and setting checkpoints. Personally, I'm hoping to have more retreats than one or two in a year. I'm hoping that my retreats can come at the end of every quarter, so I can look at this checkpoint that I've set for myself and see how far I have gone in meeting these things. How many books I've read, how many people I've spoken to, how many new connections I've made, how am I appreciating the people in my life, how am I connecting to my loved ones and my friends, how am I establishing and growing my mental health. Do I need to read new books? Are there people I need to disassociate from to help me grow better in the new year? And that's why I say it's not just about New Year resolutions. It's thinking retrospectively, thinking, researching, reading, planning. Of course, there's a part of being grateful and thanking people, but then also planning ahead. And I think this is really important for everybody to do going into the new year. If there's no highly effective person I know, there's no high performing person I know that don't have these times in their life where you can step back and think. We've learned a lot. We've been on a lot of emotional, physical, financial roller coaster through this year. And what did we gain from it? And what did we not gain from it? Take some time. This does not have to be this year. It could also be next year. It could be sometime in the first week of next year. Maybe take some time during the weekend. Try to disconnect from people or select 2 days. If you are a spiritual person, I would recommend fasting. It also helps you being in tune with your soul, your spirit, your person. It helps you keep disconnected from things and plan. If you pray, try to pray also and plan ahead for these things. And I think this is one way we can have a successful year ahead. You remember the saying, he who fails to plan plans to fail. So have retreats. It's a good way to prepare ahead for a new year or a new season. Thanks.